Okay, but today we're playing One Ring in the mono green Tron deck. I also did this whole deck already. To nobody. But I know it's kind of weird to like be playing this after the 8-key deck, where like on one level the One Ring is a much more powerful card in the 8-key deck, where you're untapping it, you're drawing millions and millions of cards immediately, right? But this deck is a lot more resilient to lock pieces and disenchants because you have access to the Tron mana base to like really overwhelm your opponent with your mana, and then a lot of your cards are like a lot more resilient because you're playing Ichor Wellspring, Myr Retriever. It's like easy to buy cards back. A lot of your cards have die triggers too, so you're a little bit better against disenchants, and you're better against lock pieces because you have like more access to Boseiju, more access to Blast Zone. Karn for Leveler and explosives is like a really real plan in this deck compared to 8-key, where if your opponent's locking down your mana in 8-key, you just can't get up enough mana to do that. And 2-mana One Rings with Semblance Anvil in play seem really sweet. And also, like, this is a deck that's always had a few flex spots that have never felt great, and getting to play the One Ring in these flex spots is pretty nice. I'm sure some people haven't seen this deck, but this is a combo deck we were doing pretty well with at the beginning of this year, a deck that I like a lot. There's one more point to hit. Also like, having 4 Karn in the Ring metagame is really nice. So no 6-mana Karns or 6-mana Ugins still, because like I think you still need you need all of your cards to be playable. You keep a lot of non-Tron hands. Basically, you want all your hands to either give you like fast Tron or have Semblance Anvil. There's a few hands that don't meet those qualifications that you can keep, especially now that you have the Ring, I think. But because a lot of hands you're keeping on the strength of Semblance Anvil or like Stirrings, maybe find Anvil or Tron, you can't play cards like Ugin that are just like only if you have Tron. And again, the bad part about Ugin is always that Ugin is literally only good if you have tons of mana and tons of cards to play, which is like typically spots you're winning anyways. Fancy with the 6 months, thank you. Have you purchased Poor Paper Rings? Yes, I purchased them pretty early. Mine Tower Power Plant, baby, let's go. Although we have 2 maps that are kind of dead. That's okay, though. I purchased them really early from Cool Stuff Inc. with... oh, no. This doesn't have... this is an old scene. I don't have... I'll see if I can add the... I don't have my Cool Stuff or Moxfield logos. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't know if I'm going to fix it live on stream or what. But my slobs just isn't working. Mismatched Tron, yeah, I just sell all of my cards to buy Bowmasters and One Rings on Magic Online, so no longer have nice stuff. Can you import scenes from slobs? We'll see. I thought that this was auto-imported because it's the same name. Let me just move around and see if I have one here. But I don't see the... Yeah, I don't really see one. Also, like, I'm gonna miss like subscribers and stuff too. Perspiring Mike with the 26th month. Just another Magic Monday with the 5. King with the 7, Fancy Fish with the 6. Bluff, what a weird day today's been. It's been like a fever dream. Impars with the Twitch Prime, Flux with the Twitch Prime. Thank y'all. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Today is just like a lot of problems. See Cash with the 5-pack. Maybe we can get mods. Well, I guess if you're just yelling at me about deck text, we can maybe get them. But if there's there's a good chance I'm missing deck text today. I just haven't used OBS in so long. I just don't even know where everything is anymore, or where anything is. We'll figure it out. I think my opponent's doing so slow. Since Urza's Workshop is so bad, if there's ever a deck playable in some variation of this, I guess. Matthew's Lincoln. Okay, we're going live. Scene collection. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Import. We do everything. We'll just do the... I don't know what there's null files too. Okay, so we're gonna import these. And please, Cool Stuff Inc. Please, Moxfield. I'm trying to get y'all up. It was good to hold the Chromatic Star in case I drew Stirrings next turn. I also have like a lot of draws too. Oh, you know what might have been good this turn is to like try to get an Expedition map Spell Pierce, because like Spell Pierce on this is gonna be pretty dead going forward. And okay, so let's see if that worked. Doesn't look like it. Nurture with the 4 months. We have Tron Spell Pierce is dead. That's a good point. Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying though. Is like if they're gonna use Spell Pierce, I want them to like use their treasure and use it this turn on a useless card. There's also a good chance we we like bait a counterspell on Expedition map next turn. Top with the 3, thank you. It didn't look like the import of the scenes. Didn't press add. This has been such a weird day. Oh yeah, I think I clicked import instead of add. Okay, I think that's where I need to go. This is thankfully we're playing against a very slow opponent. I don't usually say this, but thankfully. Okay, we live? Is it working? If you subscribed, I've totally missed it by the way, but I think I got it. Like the whole client just crashed. Oh damn it! I forgot I was gonna make my cool playtest play or play around counterspell play. I guess that's fine. Let's just still cast our. I guess we'll go Everflowing Chalice X equals 2. PD with the 9 months. Thank you. So now with the 36, thank you as well. Spooky Dokie with the Twitch Prime. Alright, weird day. Looks like we're live. Cal with the Ambrosia with the Twitch Prime. Oh man. These things seem to be working. Okay, let's just go for a Myr Retriever. It seems like very painfully obvious my opponent does not have a or does have a counterspell, and then if this resolves, we can just go like map for Blast Zone and like pass the turn, I think. Yeah, I was gonna cast the Expedition map before playing Tron to bait counterspell. Yes, this was the plan, and then my like entire stream crashed, and then like that ended up being the bigger priority for the next 5 minutes, and I forgot that was the play. Are the Everflowing Chalice really needed? They're like flex spots, but I think they're better than Scrap Trawler. It's like really nice that you can hit them off of your Mystic Forge when you have Anvil in play, and then it lets you go up a mana, and then it's also like really nice that this lets you cast like Ring on turn 3. So if you like if your like hand's kind of awkward, turn 3 Ring is like an important thing to have access to, I think. Read of the 2 years, thank you. Spooky Dokie Twitch Prime, Ambrosia with Twitch Prime, Max with 36. PD. I'm sorry if I missed you. I know it's been a crazy day. But yeah, there could be something better than the Chalices. I don't think you need any more of like the 1 mana rock cyclers, but you can play them. You're back early? Yeah, I got up at 3:30 this morning to fly back, and I barely made my flight. It's been a crazy morning. Yeah, the multi-kicker is reduced by Anvil, which is pretty cool. I guess I should probably map for Blast Zone right now. If my opponent was going to play another Channeler this turn, they would have done it before casting the Bolt for Surveil, and then it's a disaster if they find the Blast Zone. Uh-oh. Okay, this is kind of good. This is kind of fine, because if they tap out for the ring, though, then they're like... I guess we're not really in a good shape to combo unless we draw something. But like, there's also a good chance they don't feel like they can tap out for the ring, so we'll see. Okay, deck tech for Andrew. I see this one. Just yell at me if they're deck techs, because like with this like OBS setup, there's a bit higher chance I miss it because I'm not as used to the layout. This is an archetype that I like. I think it's a little bit underexplored. I think I like you being just 2 colors and not splashing blue. Oh, you are splashing blue for Teferi, but they're in the sideboard. Okay, so the idea is that you're bringing in Teferi over Blood Moon when Blood Moon is bad. Maybe if that's the case, you really want the 4th Teferi. I can see that being the case. I'm not very high on Prismatic Ending at the moment. That being said, I would play probably still any number of Prismatic Endings over any number of Marches, especially when you are a 4x Blood Moon deck to deal with Sagas. Okay, they are casting the ring. Opponent is playing so slow. Yeah, I just like Marches were or play the 4th Lightning Bolt. You just don't need the March, I think. I like the 2 Exomeria's Call. I would play the 4th Fable over the 2nd Timeless Dragon. I would probably play 0 Timeless Dragon still, but if you're gonna play any, then don't play it over like a Fable. Mana looks fine. Kind of want to be up a fetch land. Wait, hold on. You only have 5 fetch lands there. You gotta have 8 fetch lands. Like if you're playing Blood Moon, like I think you just gotta play more white fetches over the dens. Okay, that's a huge draw. This is like very likely a game-winning draw. Gonna wait on my land drop for now. How do you feel about Orcish Bowmasters as the answer to the ring? So when I left, people were not that hyped for Bowmasters. Over the weekend, Bowmasters seems to be performing really well. I'm excited to play some of it. I do think that the ring being very popular definitely contributes to wanting to play the card. But it's certainly a conversation. Okay, very good chance we win right now. Yeah, so -2 Dens. And probably minus the canyons, honestly. I would maybe play 9 fetch lands because of this white splash. We hit a grinding station immediately. Okay, this is gonna be game over. I don't need this Karn right now. I may just like sack the Ichor Wellspring to draw it and keep going. Oh no, they have protection from everything. Well, that makes this deck worse, huh? I kind of forgot about that. Is this deck not playable because of that? Let's not say that yet. I'm just gonna get my own ring. Oh fuck! I forgot to play around Spell Pierce. They're playing the latest Breach build from Titty Piles. It looks like just Murktide, right? It's okay, we're still gonna win, I think. Okay, there's a ring. Although they get to draw 2 cards with their ring. Imagine if the 1 ring costs 2 mana. Imagine no more. Yeah, there should be it should be linked in the Mox field. I didn't exclamation point deck it. But I'm having a little bit of technical problems today. No chat overlay. The Lucy cam is taking precedent over your very important chats today. I'll add the command. Not gonna force you to keep going. There's just like not any point in continuing to go. We actually this is bad. I didn't realize that we can't combo through protection from everything, and this is maybe fine. It's maybe fine to not be able to combo from protection from everything, because like you saw here, it's probably not that hard to just like get a Karn down, get your own ring down, kill them next turn. I don't know if there is a clean way to have a combo that can kill, but we can maybe think about that a bit more. I guess we just need an Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, we just need an Aetherflux Reservoir on the sideboard. Yeah, then you just upkeep blast them. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, the dogs are always... I always love coming home and seeing how happy the dogs are to see me. It's like the best part of leaving. Is coming home. Is Altar of Dementia or Altar of the Brood? Oh, I don't think Altar of the Brood targets. Yeah, you could do Altar of the Brood instead if that doesn't target. It could also be nice to have Aetherflux Reservoir to have like a life gain effect. It's like not irrelevant. But like not that relevant either, you know? They don't have triple red, so they can't triple bolt me. Okay, so we'll play this. Draw the stirrings. It's gonna be very hard to not win this game. Can Altar go infinite with protection? It should, right? It should say each opponent. Yeah, each opponent mills a card. Yeah, so it should ignore the ring. All the stirrings. Could draw that one. I just need to find a Myr Retriever is going to be a game-winning card. My opponent maybe will have 2 counter spells. But I think we can fight through 2 counter spells. I also kind of have... I should probably have been doing this already. But I kind of just have the just like mill as you go plan. Like, just like, oh, I'm playing an artifact, you're getting milled for 3. I'm playing another artifact, you're getting milled for 3 again. I don't want to be sacking, I don't want to sack my Ichor Wellspring yet, but I can just float 2 mana and sack the Chalice, mill them. Yeah, I think that even through any number of counter spells, we're still just going to have enough artifacts to mill them as we go here. I don't think we're going to sack anything right now. Needle still can't name the One Ring? That's so dumb. So they probably counter this. Fine. This is game 1. My opponent has used 12 minutes of their clock almost. Keeping a card on top. Okay, there's the other Myr Retriever. Myr Retriever. I do want to make sure that I have enough like untapped triggers available to mill my opponent out if they do counter this other Myr Retriever. I could just also very easily find the other one. I think it should just be fine. So this is a win if they don't counter it. Okay. It seems like they just didn't have another counter spell. So we loop the Myr Retrievers. They're getting milled. So it's always yield. Or always yes, always yield. Oh, did I not always yes to this? You have to always yes to each individual one, right? Yeah. Can they bolt twice now? Once on upkeep. I believe we have ways with Karn to play around that. Yeah, we can just Karn there. We should, or can we Karn there? We have to dig for a Semblance Anvil and like another Karn. It's a pain in the ass, but we should be able to Karn their bolts. We can also look and see like, do they even have that many bolts left? Like I see one bolt in their graveyard, and so if we just ever mill another bolt, then we know we don't have to go for it. I see two, so. Yeah, or just find another ring. Ring just solves so many problems for all these artifact combo decks, and also brings some new problems in that people are like actually playing more hate for you. But this deck is like pretty resilient. Like when you we have 3 main Karn Ancient Stirrings combo decks. We have 8-key combo. We have this deck, and then we have Timeless Lotus. And out of all of them, this one is the most resilient to I think disenchants and lock pieces. But it's also it also can be slower and has like less almost no impactful early plays. Okay, I think for the sake of ending this match today, I will just not try to do anything else. It does look like they have 2 bolts in their hand, but 2 is not 3 by my calculations. Oh, I think their last card was another bolt, so they should only have 1 in their hand. Oh, they have no bolts, actually. I don't know how this got exiled. Oh, no, they didn't delve. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay, up a game against Murktide. Typically, Murktide matchups like prey on these kind of like combo style decks, but I think the One Ring is going to help a lot, and also like going up on iteration maybe. Just like overwhelming their counter spells with your mana is like a really realistic plan with the Tron mana base. And Jegantha can also solo any matchup. Eat anywhere nice over the road trips? No. No, we kind of ate like shit all weekend. It's hard to like have like a real dinner when you're like driving 2 dogs across the country. Is that a new dog? We've had this one for like 9 months. This is the newer one of the 2. As a player, I'm a bit worried about Halfling. Probably just bolt or heat it. It'll be okay. I think. The Rainfest Curfe. Yeah, that Eddie Burbeck video is pretty legendary. As the ring becomes more prevalent in the metagame, what do you think will be the go-to sideboard card against the ring? Needle, Stony Silence, more counter spells? Well, Needle is like kind of easiest to be go-to since it's just 1 generic mana. I've been playing a ton of time with Semblance Anvil. Would you agree the One Ring doesn't fit in the 60? I'm not 100% sure. Manamo is kind of an interesting piece of tech. Manamo untapping both Timeless Lotus and the One Ring is... Okay, no lands into no lands. Is potentially going to make it a playable card there, but like... And like you're already like an Ancient Stirrings deck. It's kind of tough, I'm not sure. Todd, 11 months? Oh man, I haven't streamed Dark Souls in so long. Yeah, well, yeah, needling it. It is bad that you can't needle it at Magic Online. I think that like At the very least, we'll be playtesting. If our opponent brings a needle against us and they name like Ring of Three Wishes or something, we'll respect that. Okay, so we have Mold of 5, but we have a very good Mold of 5. I don't think I can afford to put back the Semblance Anvil over one of these maps. Yeah, I don't think so. Creativity plays 1 copy of Ring. Why? You don't get protection trigger if you hit it off Creativity. Maybe it's fine still to hit. But do they know that you don't get the protection if you hit it off Creativity? 24-hour Dark Souls stream after you win Pro Tour. Maybe. Yeah, you do in paper. You also hit it off Creativity, that's so bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's like how bad a hit is it off Creativity? Like, really bad if you go turn 4, you need to stabilize, hit the ring. Obviously, if you could... Okay, we love that they hit Karn this turn and not on a turn where they could cast it. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you should play it there. How beautiful is the drive? Yeah, as soon as you get out of Texas, like, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah are all, like, really, really beautiful states. Okay, turn 2 Magus of the Moon. I am wondering, is my opponent able to play any slower? I don't know, like, I'm 4 minutes ahead on the clock, and I spent most of my clock, like, trying to fix the technical problems on the stream, and, like, having my stream crash. Urza for the 16, thank you. You can't even Creativity Ring as something else because of Destructible. That's true, yeah. Although I don't think that's that big a problem. I think One Ring will resurrect Lantern and make it viable again. I mean, the One Ring is like if Lantern was somehow the only deck that could play the Ring, then sure. But there are better shells for it, especially because the One Ring and Ensnaring Bridge do not play well together. Crazy that we like Mold a 5 on the draw against like Ragavan into Magus, and we're still like if this Anvil just resolves, we're not in bad shape at all. It maybe doesn't resolve, but it did. Okay, let's pitch the Star, and I think we're just not beating a disenchant on this anyway. So let's just not let them connive this turn. We can let them connive next turn. I think Burn will possibly be Black-Red with Bowmaster and Bump of the Night. Yeah, so I was road tripping with a friend all weekend. I was like trying to keep up with like my team Discord stuff a little bit. I was trying to like look at deck lists. People are going kind of crazy for Bowmasters this weekend. I bought some. I bought One Rings and Bowmasters, which were very expensive. But I bought them for the stream, and we'll be playing some Bowmaster today. I can start to get a little bit more of an opinion on it. Streaming platform do you switch to OBS? I'm using OBS right now. I typically use Streamlabs, Slobs. I like it a lot better, and it just wasn't working today. Like, it said I was live, and I wasn't live. And I was like, I did like 10 minutes of a deck tech, and I joined a match that like I wasn't streaming to anybody. I was just talking to the empty room. What was the reason for not Wellspring in there? I did say it, but I didn't Wellspring so that to not trigger Connive on my opponent's Ledger Shredder. Yeah. And 0 mana this turn, 0 mana next turn. Like, we're not being a disenchant anyways. Down to 4, so not dead to another Bolt. We're going to need to win this turn or ring this turn, which is possible, but not super likely. Actually, it's not that hard to like find a ring because we have the Stirrings. Okay, they cast the Wellspring. Yeah, I tweeted it out, and I just, like, I thought I was live, but I wasn't. Tron. I guess if we killed the Magus somehow, which we have a few ways to do. Oh, can't Boseiju the Magus. Alright, so Grinding Station would be nice, Mystic Forge would be nice, One Ring would be the best, though. Maybe they have a Spell Pierce. Wow. Stone nothing. Not even a cantrip. Okay, well I guess we can't beat Ragavan into Magus on the draw on a Mold of 5 after all. Although it was weirdly like not, we really weren't that far away. We had so many hits there. Although like they also like didn't have Counterspell in addition to that stuff, which was pretty big. Karn for Coating to hit the Magus to Boseiju it. Big brain. Forgot to do that. We're actually close on the right amount of mana, right? But we didn't have enough. Too short. Because Karn doesn't cost 2 less with the Mystic Forge, unless you have another Karn under, or with the Anvil, unless you have a Karn under an Anvil. Watch one of your YouTube videos. Miss a couple streams like PT. If you consider just chatting streams while traveling Europe. I'm going to be doing some streams while traveling Europe, but it's going to be sporadic. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing. If I'm going to be just chatting, it should be pretty simple to like also be playing Magic underneath it too. Thought about Call of the Ring and Scam. I don't think it would be better than like any other card you could play, but we'll see. IRL rating Spanish Fruit. Esther would have a lot more to say than I would, I think. Red One Ring and Historic Free card seems good in every deck. Yeah, One Ring it's just kind of broken. It's just kind of a broken card. Daniel, 16 months, thank you. Do you have a short list of decks you're considering for the PT? Kinda. I can't really share it, but yeah. I'm narrowing down a little bit. I'm gonna stay in Barcelona for vacation, or we're gonna travel around. We're gonna do, I think the plan is like 5 days in Barcelona, 2 in London to go see Harry MTG, and then like 6 in Italy is I think the tentative plan that will finalize this week, I think. Been playing Humans a bit more. What should I be playing more of to counter the One Ring? Fourth Alley is probably good at the moment. Obviously, like your options are really just kind of Thali and Meddling Mage though. Murktide is not one of the decks, right? Well, probably not, but we'll see. Murktide may be good in like the One Ring metagame. I think you can keep this, being able to Stirrings on turn 2 into hopefully like mine or power plant, and then map for the other one on turn 3. Maybe win turn 4. Moon with a Twitch Prime, thank you. Can we get a Harry Spike paper stream? We were thinking about doing a YouTube video together. I cannot believe how long this match has been. Yeah, definitely hoping not to see turn 1 Ragavan again. Having to face against turn 1 Ragavan all 3 games is always tough as the combo player, as the Tron player. That being said, we did find the power plant. Hopefully they don't have turn 2 Moon again. Cast in the Fire sideboard for blue-red. I would like almost always play a Pithing Needle over it if my goal was to just hit the ring. But you could maybe play it. It'd be okay. Yeah, not turn 2 Moon. That's kind of step 1. End up. I guess we can go like cast a 4-drop. I'm not sure which 4-drop yet. We probably cycle Chromatic Sphere first, and then if they counter it, we can just go crack map for Blast Zone. Ooh. Oh no, I forgot to play my land first. Amateur Tron. Player Spike. Okay, let's just go cast the Everflowing Chalice, though. Yeah, sorry. This match has been so long. I also woke up at 3 a.m. today. I had very, like almost no sleep. We're gonna make some mistakes today, y'all. No love for Wizard Rockets. I feel like it's better than Chromatic Sphere most of the time. Does it have a when it dies trigger, or like I can't remember exactly the difference between Rockets and it enters tapped, right? Entering tapped is a huge problem. It's a really big problem that enters tapped because you want to be able to play it and cast Stirrings immediately. But it is definitely nice that it I mean, it's just Terrarion. It's like literally just Terrarion, right? Yeah, we're not playing Terrarion because it enters tapped. I think people just want that card to be playable because it says Wizard Rockets. Which is, pretty reasonable. I love that they cast this first, so if they hit a One Ring or a Karn, I guess they can play it if they play a land. Thankfully, this is like the 1/4 we're okay with them hitting. Vigard 4 months, thank you. Glad you're liking the stream. So let's just Blast Zone first. This way we're not letting them surveil, and we can still pay for a Spell Pierce on a 4-drop. And I think I want to lead on Karn, since if it does resolve, turning off those treasures is a pretty big deal. Yeah, undefeated with the Snapcaster deck. Clearly should just have that locked in. Okay, they got 5 cards in their hand. 4 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I'm up 8 minutes on Murktide, and I spent probably 5 to 6 minutes of my clock this game just fixing technical issues. My stream crashed this match. How's Grix's shadow position? It's okay. Are there any players you're afraid of for the PT? No. I don't know that I've ever been afraid to play a Magic player. Anyone with a Twitch Prime? Thank you. Yeah, let's just ring here. It's just so hard to like. Okay, I got pro everything. I get to draw 3 cards. I get to buy so much time in my combo deck. I guess I should have played the Mystic Forge first, but it's okay. Nazar, 3 months. Thank you. Ginger. I don't know if I'm afraid of Ginger. But I got to meet Ginger this like a month ago, 2 months ago in Minneapolis. It was really nice. I'd never met him in person before. Much taller than I expected. Renew it to 10 months. Kona Yoga with the 5. Thank you. Just I think get a basic forest here. Thought he was a little guy. No, he's taller than me. But just by a little bit, but yeah, taller than me. Chocolate Pancake with a 17. Thank you. From a selection process, will you be about finding the best decks or metagaming around those best decks? Both. I think yeah, we definitely have enough time to try to do both. Obviously, Nixless with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people usually tell me that I seem taller in person than I do on the stream. I maybe it's just because like I don't know what it is about the camera angle that makes me look short. I don't really mind. Love to be a short king. Doom Wake is taller than me too. I think most streamers I meet are a little bit taller than me. Hitter with the 28. Thank you. LA Pin with the 6. Yeah, Todd is also taller than me. Jarvis was taller than me. Yeah, just thinking about it, I'm not taller than anybody. So I had to pay 88 for extra legroom. Yeah, I'm always on the aisle seat. I'm always on aisle seat for the flights. I barely had enough legroom today because I had to bring my backpack with me. I had to bring my backpack with me because they barely let me on the plane and there's no like overhead space. Didn't you say Amy's taller than me? Yeah, Amy is also taller than me. She's an Amazonian. Yeah, Amy is also taller than me. Yeah, opponent's gonna use all their clock, I think. Ouch, we lost a life. It's so crazy to be in these spots where like you just have another ring in your hand, and even if you fizzle, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. You have protection from everything next turn. Okay, so I can go Karn for Anvil here. Yeah, Esther is also taller than me. I guess tapping the Forge first was a bit better. But this game is also over. I definitely have a tendency to get a little bit lazy in these kind of games. Okay, if we're going to spend 2 mana on something to clear the top of our library, let's just have it be another ring so we get protection from everything. Although this grinding station is likely going to be a W. Draw that. Maybe not a W. Guess we'll do second Mystic Forge. If we play map 1 ring or Forge, either way we're spending 2 mana to reset the top of our library. Although I guess we could just sack the map to Grinding Station. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. Oh, shit. Protection from everything means that you can't Grinding Station yourself. Okay. I don't know how big a problem that is. It's definitely not a problem, you know what I mean? I really don't have another. I thought I had another retriever in the yard. But I can get a couple more looks with the Wellspring here. Kodo with the 33 months, thank you. Oh, sorry, I should have sacked response to triggers reading Kodal's message. Bum, you won't be in Barcelona pre-T touring. I'd love to get Flexon's wildfire sign for Lone Sag. One day, Kodal. I'm slowly meeting all the longtime mods. I met Panda and Four Dogs and Rift. Met a lot of the longtime mods this last year. Yeah, definitely forgetting like at least one. Okay, still looking for another Myr Retriever. I would be milling myself, if I could. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I should be like more aggressively milling them though. I didn't realize how close they were. Yeah, we're just gonna mill them out. Oh, but there's the Retriever. Yeah, it is kind of interesting that you really do not need Myr Retriever to mill your opponent out in like a lot of the games. You'll just like have enough artifacts. That's not me saying that you shouldn't play the Retriever, but you also should not concede if someone surgicals your your Myr Retriever. Okay, so I'll just go sack 2 more. And if my opponent doesn't have an Emrakul as the last card, then we'll just pass and get out of this like hour-long match. Feels good to beat Murktide when they had turn 1 Ragavan all 3 games. Is this a Myr Retriever Semblance Anvil combo deck? Spike this push 11 Kartabra's favorite cards. Yeah, this is something we were working on a lot early this year, and it's a deck that I think like has a lot of potential and ring fits pretty well into. Okay, would I keep this hand if this second Boseiju was another forest? Probably not on the draw, on the blind. Ooh. I'm looking to play Redback Scam. Go next RCQ Sim, Mr. Streams, or Sack. How do you like them? We haven't started it yet. It'll be today. Probably after this league. Probably do like just 1 league of this and 1 league of Sack Scam the way things are going, but maybe things go faster and you have time for a 3rd league. But I'm also very tired. I'm trying not to overdo it today. Okay, let's keep this. Let's put back the Forge probably. Forge or Karn. I guess we'll put back Karn. The Forge is just very good with the Anvil. How often would you not like an Estra 3 Goblins Fog and 4-mana control? Yeah, I thought what I said was kind of clear, maybe not. If you are a deck that wants a 4-mana card advantage spell, the best card by a significant amount is the One Ring. The One Ring is kind of just broken. It's better than Omnath. The One Ring is better than Omnath. It is, I think, the best 4-mana card you could play in like any controlling, any mid-range deck, any combo deck. And it just goes, except for Creativity. Okay, Creativity is an exception. I agree. But almost everywhere. And One Ring over Deluge, yes, by a lot. Like the One Ring is so much like it's comically better than Deluge. It's like the One Ring like draws. It's hard for you to not draw at least 3 cards with the One Ring, and it also gives you protection from everything. And then there's also 3 more the next turn. It's like hilarious how much better it is than Deluge. And Deluge is good. Like Deluge has been a good card, you know. Is it good enough to make Creativity switch to Transmogrify or Polymorph? No, Creativity is so much better than Transmogrify and Polymorph. I think I'll sack this now. We have a lot of 1-drops we can hit. Yeah, Creativity is so much better than those cards, you know what I mean? They're like not even in the same camp. One Ring and Scam. I don't know that you want 4-mana grindy cards in Scam, but if you do, it's the One Ring by a lot. There's nothing better. I think that like even like you could maybe make an argument for Yawgmoth as an exception, but I think the One Ring is just the best 4-mana spell in Modern. I know me saying this is just going to be a long list of people in chat naming 4-mana spells, but we could maybe skip that part today. Ooh, baby, power plant off the top. We could just maybe skip that part of the conversation today. Yawgmoth with the ring. Yeah, that won a tournament, Yawgmoth with the ring. Which kind of maybe makes sense, right? Yawgmoth is a deck with lots of acceleration and wants to cast 4-mana spells. The Tron luck? What do you mean luck? This is just exactly what it's like to play Tron. You never played Tron before? It's just what it's. This is exactly what it's like. How do you think the meta will shift with the ring? I'm not sure exactly. Like, I think there's a few things you can kind of predict, but it's still a little bit up in the air. I'm trying to get a mental grip of it. Okay, so we're up against Goryo's deck. I got a Tormod script? I do have a Tormod script. Let's try to get that. I'm convinced Timeless Amulet is the best game one deck in Modern. You might be right about that. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's good for sure. Modern is just very different from when I was playing a lot of Timeless Amulet, though. Will Steel Sabotage she main deck play? Yeah, I'm going to start main decking for Steel Sabotage in all my decks. I can't see how the ring when get the hammer can't be hated out. I mean, it's like just gets Pithing Needle, though. Like, but Pithing Needle's already a good Modern card. How is Sauron's Ransom? I haven't been testing it myself. I think Gab has been casting it some. How is this card, Sauron's Ransom? I remember that I was like excited about it in the development stage, but that was also before Shadow Prophecy existed. Gab's been liking it. It seems good. Okay, it's good to hear. Like the big question is like, is it better than Shadow Prophecy? And I think there's a really good chance the answer is yes. Let's just ring. You legit think Runner's players won't start playing Stomp again? I mean, they should just start playing their own rings, probably. Just, I think we'll be playing Ring and Rhinos. Some. It's hard to whiff on it. Yeah, I'm excited to see it in action. Is A key felt like the best show for the One Ring? No. So. The ring is at its most powerful in 8 key in Twiddlestorm. Like the card itself is the most powerful there, yes. But the One Ring is always powerful. Oh, sorry, I cast this first. The One Ring is always a powerful card. There's almost like I've been playing the card like nonstop for like 2 weeks now, and I can't even remember a single time when I cast the card and I wasn't like, wow, this was like one of the best things I could have possibly done with this amount of mana on this turn. And so it's like, you don't need to like, it's obviously nice if you can untap the ring. Like, this is not something that I'm saying is not something you want to be able to do, but it is also like definitely the case that it's not mandatory. It's not something that you have to do. Let's mill over the power plant here, looking for a Anvil. 4-color and living in benefit most from rings. I would say like that is kind of like the early impression, yes. Squid Pope, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody from Squid's channel. I don't think I'm familiar, but welcome. Not familiar with Squid yet, but sure would like to be, huh? I didn't know that the Squid people practice Catholicism. Alright, let's just get a quick pro everything before we start doing our loop. Yeah, the One Ring being legendary is an upside, for sure. I should have, it doesn't matter, he's on tap. Okay, I usually like to start auto-yielding after I demonstrate the loop a little bit, just because most people scoop after, like, a few activations. How do you beat opposing Karns? You can Karn for your own leveler. You can, like, get a Blast Zone. Yeah, Karn for leveler. Okay, now I'll start auto-yielding. We played the Abzan Food deck. I've only played 4 matches with Abzan Food. A lot of other people have been playing it. I will 100% play more of it this week. I don't know when, though. I am starting to think that it is correct to just play one oven, though. With some amount of combo kill, so Healy Cat, or be the next iteration of 4-color to close the door to meta with lots of ring and mid-range. Well, Cat combo is not good against the ring, because you just have pro everything. Valyra combo is a bit better. It's really just like, just play your own rings. Just play your own rings if you're 4-color. We try the 14 land living in deck. I want to do it this week. So like, so I streamed the challenge on Saturday. Sunday, Monday, I drove with a friend 21 hours to Salt Lake City, Utah, moving his dogs. I've played 2 matches since being back. I know we still have a lot to do. That was going to be like my last little anything I do outside of grinding for the Pro Tour before we go. We have, I have like this week and then 3 more full weeks before I leave, or like one day less than 3 weeks, I guess. And then the testing house too. So still a lot of time, but not infinite time anymore. Is Bone Crusher Giant now better? I mean, it's not worse, but 3 mines, mismatched mines. You do keep most of these Ichor Wellspring hands though. Probably to put back a mine. Let's put back the mismatched one. I had matched Tron pieces, but I sold every single card that I owned on Magic Online, so that I could buy rings and bowmasters, and I still had to spend like 300 of my own dollars, or like a little less than 300. Ultra Feels each. I know, yeah, I like the cat combo was kind of nice because of that. We do have like a reasonable number of answers to Stony. Having Tron definitely helps. We need to find a Karn. A Karn or Green Source, Boseiju, or Blast Zone. So we have like a reasonable number of answers. Can't crack the map. Yeah, we've been just ripping the the Tron. Yeah, I haven't played with Bowmasters yet, but people seem to be pretty hyped for it at the moment, so I'm going to be casting the cards today, I think. Yeah, Stony's really good in the Goryo's decks, too, because it turns off all the artifact-based graveyard hate. I tend to like it for that reason. With Sauron's Ransom? So we're looking for... Okay, they do have an Atraxa. They also discard Rights. And they have Goryo's. That's bad. Maybe I have to go to game 3. Yeah, where it's game 3. They get to like Ephemerate their Atraxa, have a Force of Negation up, another Stony in hand. Doing the play for game 3. Yeah, people have been really liking Bowmaster. I'm excited to play it in the Sacrifice Shell. I've once again maybe made the mistake of cutting all my Mayhem Devils, but I don't know, Mayhem Devils, like, in some matchups very, very important in the Sacrifice stack, but in a lot of matchups is also, like, you know, somewhat, like, it is, like, your most, like, fragile and clunky card. And, like, your bombardment is still, like, a really good card in the shell, and, like, maybe that's just fine. Like, your Rakdos Scam, you're just Rakdos Scam, but bombardment is, like, an amazing card in the shell, and you're, like, it's basically, like, you lose out on Dothy Voidwalker for this exchange, and that's like ultimately not that big a deal. Some of the main deck Thoughtseize too. Yeah, I saw Yawgmoth playing Bowmaster and Ring in one. Bowmaster feels specifically printed the hate on Ragavan. Maybe, yeah. Isn't Dothy important since the Surge of Living End? This deck historically has had a really good Living End matchup because you just play, like, your Bombardment lets you sacrifice all your creatures and then bring them back to a Living End. Although Mayhem Devil was definitely a card that was good in that matchup. Because Living End also, like, Mayhem Devil triggered if he was in play against a Living End, but I would say that matchup is still, like, pretty favorable, I would imagine. Okay, this is possibly a turn 3 win. Could be a bit tougher if my opponent does have turn 2 Stony Silence again, but if they do, we can play Mystic Forge and like dig for a Karn for Cityscape. Also could like maybe answer the map, right? Yeah, Bowmaster does also seem good against Living End, although like funny a little bit worse because of the basic land cyclers now. Could also cut the I mean the Bloodghasts are really good and with the Spyros at least. And the bombardments. How do you dig for Karn if they have the Stony on the Forge? So you're like casting the colorless cards from the top of your library with Forge still, and you're just like, you know, that'll get cards off the top of your library to get there, in theory. Okay, what did they pitch? They pitched a Tainted Indulgence. Loyal Lucy, sweet Lucy. Both the dogs were so happy to see me today. It's just awesome coming back. Athena especially, she always just gets like, she's just a nervous wreck when I'm not home. Take the Anvil. I think it's fine. Although I think their goal is going to be to take Forge, Anvil, One Ring with Grief Ephemerate. Okay, this time to take the Forge. Just hoping that if they have Scam Grief into Stony Silence, it's going to be a hard game to win. Jegantha can also save us here, of course. Tapped and Dotted Triumph. Tower of Power. Tower of Power number 2. I'm gonna crack this now. It could be like important for my green mana for Jegantha, but Jegantha's not like ultimately that important, you know. Oh, sorry, I should have not spent my green mana. Only get punished if we draw Stirrings, but we could draw Stirrings. So we draw another green, so we can cast Jegantha if we don't draw anything else. Stony Silence main deckable now? Definitely not. 100% not. They had a game 2 Stony Silence. All the good top decks. This is not one of them. Yeah, I think we just cast Jegantha. I don't think I'm casting... I don't think I should be playing a smaller Everflowing Chalice, like Everflowing Chalice on 2 to Jegantha. We'll just play the Jegantha. Which actually like really puts me ahead in this race. See if they have Sauron's... Oh, if they have Sauron's Prophecy, then the ring gets tempted on the Grief, which means I guess I couldn't block it anyways, though. Top pile will be printed face up. The bottom pile will be presented face down. I'm really scared of the Ephemerate with the Draw Step Thoughtseize, I think. Any reason not to Chalice on 3 cast Jegantha? I was counting that we were 1 short, right? So we have... oh no, we could Chalice 3. I mean, next turn we could Chalice on like 7 or something if we break, and if we don't break, we are I guess happier if we had played the Chalice. Because they do take the Ephemerate. Is Sauron's Ransom modern playable? Yeah, I think so. It's like fringe playable and like specifically Goryo's. Okay, punished, I guess, but happy enough that they have used their Ephemerate now. All my payoffs were in my opening hand. It's not fair. That being said, got a ton of good top decks. They don't currently have a big creature in the graveyard, and we are weirdly ahead in the race. What Tron pieces do I have in paper? I think it's actually this one. It's definitely this mine. I don't actually know if it's that tower. I only recently acquired Tron pieces for this deck. It's definitely that mine. And it's the I use the bug power plant, this one, and I think this tower, maybe this tower. I can't see that one. Maybe this tower. One of these two. I don't think it's this one, but it could also be that one. Tower's I guess not that memorable. Uh-oh, now they have an Atrax in the yard. Bummer. Although did they mess up? I feel like they should have responded to the Ephemerate trigger just in case they wanted to target it here. Yeah, I think this is still a spot where I could draw the One Ring, Mystic Forge, Karn, and not just be dead. Green Red Coating Ponza with One Ring. I mean, people have been playing some Ponza there. I mean, Ponza is kind of a weaker archetype overall. But maybe with Balrog at some point. Yeah, they put Gristlebrand, Marshflats, Mending, and Profane Tutor. Oh, but they just had another Ephemerate in their hand. Dang. They should be able to cast the Stony, right? Yeah, they haven't played their land. Stony with Force of Negation up. This is going to be a concession, unfortunately. Bummer. It's okay. A lot of cards. And so, like, in that sense, it's comparable to Uro. It draws a lot of cards, stabilizes really hard. But it's not as comparable to Uro, because, like, the busted part about Uro's was when you countered it, or when you used a removal spell on it, or even when you exiled it. I mean, I guess that's still true for the One Ring. When you exile it, they still get to draw a card. But you can counter it, at least, and you can Pithing Needle it. Like, there's, like, almost no way to, like, effectively beat Uro without, like, Narset or, like, Remano's pretty good against it. V-Share with the 7th, thank you. Ugh. So we're gonna get Field of Ruined. That's kind of okay, though, because we get to slam the Anvil. Colorless Omnath. Yeah, Colorless Omnath, but, like, that just is better. I don't know. It just draws so many cards. Yeah, the ring being colorless is a big problem too. Row gains you life and ring loses you life. No, the ring gains you life. It gives you protection from everything and gains you a lot of life. Yeah, Narset's definitely getting better. Didn't you design the card? No, I gave no feedback on this iteration of the ring. Yeah, you always feel the ruin the one they play first. Very happy that they're playing the ring and not Karn here. Don't think I'm going to Stirrings yet. Interesting. So again, they have protection from everything, which means I can't just combo them. I also don't have Tron. Not yet, at least. Oh no, I didn't do. Sorry, I meant to cast this X=1. Sorry, I thought I forgot that it doesn't automatically cast X=1. Damn it. Although I can go. I can still get a mana. Okay, how many power plants do I have left? Because that's really what I want to find. So I can cast. I guess I don't need to cast the ring, or I don't need it to cast the ring if I just get back. Oh, my opponent conceded. So yeah, opponent maybe would have lost anyways. Just letting them know that next time they don't have to concede that early. Okay, definitely do not. If possible, I don't want to keep a hand that's really reliant on Tron because they have all the Field of Ruins. Isn't that just game? Well, it's not because they have protection from everything with the ring. So I didn't really even realize this morning. Again, I'm kind of in a rush to get here, but we need to be playing either Altar of the Brood or Aetherflux Reservoir, I think, as a way to win through pro everything. This hand's, it's awkward to have two basics against the deck with all the Field of Ruins, but I do like that we can cast Karn the Great Creator on turn 3. My opponent also may keep a hand that's like reliant on fields or maybe something like Leyline, and Karn just is a winning play. Anvil's probably still the #1 card we're looking for here. Mystic Station, Mystic Forge, I'll take the Forge over Grinding Station or Tower. Yeah, I think that Aetherflux Reservoir is probably the better of the two, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Okay, cast the on one this time. How does Reservoir win through pro everything? You just like get to like 100-something life and then kill, like be able to double blast them on their upkeep. Almost will always win. I have 4 forest, right? Oh no, I think I cut a forest for a second Boseiju. Karn is kind of tough for them to answer. Thinking about just coding here. Let's just get the coding. Could be good to get the ring. Could be good to get Haywire Mite, but yeah, a little bit punished maybe. Make the next Karn really good at least. They're also playing Karn. That's a big bummer. Let's go to game. Well, I guess I could draw mine, but then that's not really like we can go mine into Forge, but then we can't cast Karn, and then they can Field of Ruin me off of whatever. Okay, let's go to game 3. Any strategy with bouncing the One Ring? Flickering the One Ring does not. Okay, but yeah, returning to your hand does work. Flickering it doesn't, but it's just kind of don't put too much stock into like Teferi bounce your ring. I think where it's like you're just gonna draw more rings with your rings because you draw so many cards, and then that's kind of the same thing. Jegantha, yeah, it's just too slow. Jegantha that game. This hand's really close. We'd have to mulligan though. Is this Tron version actually good, or are you just having fun? Probably just not gonna answer that. I don't know. Is the ring going in time the same way? It's kind of Minamo is kind of interesting because it untaps both Lotus and the ring. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure, but it maybe is just still good to play. Okay, another ley line is very good for them. Do have a good amount of answers to it at least. Power plant, easy peasy mode. Not yet, at least. Definitely gonna try to win next turn to try to get through Karn. Is the ring gonna be too ubiquitous? I don't know. I can't see the future, but the ring is really, really good. I mean, like, one thing that's so fun, it's really funny to me that you see so many, like, 4-color Omnath lists, and, like, I saw so many decks over the weekend that were playing the ring that were only playing 3 copies. I thought that that was kind of funny. But you're not gonna see that for much longer. People are gonna start playing 4. So I can get Map to give me 5 mana this turn. I think that's probably better than the ring here. Yeah, that's a good point. There's a good chance that that's just like you couldn't get all of them. Oh right, hold on, sorry. For whatever reason, I was thinking I could tap the mine for 2 mana. Fuck. Insane blowout. Should you play the ring and blue-white control? Yeah, for sure. They're getting a Stone Brain. Wrong Tron piece. Yeah, opponent's deck is definitely very good against us. Okay, so this gives me protection from the Stone Brain next turn, which is a start. Can't tap it though. What deck should I play? One Ring, Burn, Prouse Game. Probably played it Scam, the more I'm thinking about it, but it'll be a stale 4 on every deck plays 4 copies of the ring. I don't know, it's well maybe. We'll get there when we get there. Should Scales play a copy? I don't know, it's tough to play 4 drops, but I don't know. I was wondering if you could play like a Power Conduit Ring focus build of Scales. Probably not though. Yeah, Creativity won't play Ring. Although it's Creativity finally feels like big loser. It's like finally it's like Creativity is going to be on a downswing in the top of the metagame. Is Bone Crusher a good answer to a lot of ring decks? It's not a good answer to a lot of 1 ring decks, but it is better. You know what I mean? It's like it's not good. It's not like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop myself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop myself, and then I can attack with my creatures. This is my answer. But it is a little bit better. I'm going to start my draft prep. I've done 1 draft. I will be doing a lot more drafts starting this week. Not tonight. Probably not tomorrow also. Thursday. But I'll be doing a lot of it. Why did Creativity not play Ring? You don't get protection from everything if you Creativity into Ring, which is a big problem. If you did, it would be like a lot better. Okay, don't mind shuffling away the Blast Zone. Creativity got Reprieve. Reprieve is good. Hey, no, it's not that good though. Yeah. So one interesting thing here is that we don't like lose to Stonebrain. We just have our combo in play. Like they can name. Oh, if they name Karn though, I don't know. I guess we could try to Jegantha their Karn, but we can't like realistically win. I think. We're looking for to answer Karn. So like we need to hit like usually the way you answer Karn is like your own Karn into Leveler, or you kill them before they get their Karn down, which was like a real possibility this game. But I ended up getting Shadow of Doubted. I'm looking to try the Ring and Etron. Well, at the very least, if you're gonna play Etron, you should definitely have 4 rings in your deck. I was excited for the Blast Zone. Yeah, we can still maybe find the Blast Zone for it. So exile my Karns. We need their hand to be pretty bad. Oh, you never play Boat? I mean, we have Leveler. It's just hard to play. Like, maybe Boat is correct, but It's hard to play like a lot of these kind of style effects, right? Like we also need to add a way to win through the combo too. It's not through the combo, just through the ring. Same way food. I haven't spent more time on it, but I will spend some more time on it. I do think that I really want to play Sanrith Spellseeker in like any of the Sam combo decks that I play, and I haven't really seen a lot of people playing it. Although I didn't. Someone pointed this out to me over the weekend that 2 Sams and 2 Manufactors by themselves go infinite. I think someone said that to me earlier, and I misunderstood. I thought that you needed like a sack outlet too. Oh, you do need a cookbook. No, you don't need a cookbook. Don't need a cookbook. Yeah, but it that allows you to make infinite mana and draw infinite cards, because you're going to go have 2 Manufacturers in play, a Sam, second Sam, get 3 of each into sack 3 your 3 food to get back Sam. Use 2 of your treasures to play the second one. Infinite mana, infinite cards. Yes, Sam Legendary is the point. It's Sam being legendary is part of why it works, so that they just sack themselves to each other. That's why it works. And then eventually you'll draw for a Cauldron Familiar and win the game. Heartless Summoning. You don't want to play Summoning because then it kills your Cauldron Familiars, which you're still playing, I'm assuming. But I'm interested in being more in like an Unearth build potentially. Bowmasters. Yeah, Scam Sack is next on the agenda. Wait, are we gonna kill this Karn? What did they name with Stonebrain? Boseiju? Please don't give me hope here. Please don't give me hope. But how can they kill all 3? With Haywire Mite, 1 Sam, 2 Manufactors? Yeah. Should work. Oh, there's a ley line in play. I bet I could just mill them out still, though. They might have a Kozilek. They mentioned that in the chat. They named Karn. Yeah, I know. So I have no Boseiju. They named Boseiju and they named Karn. So my only answers to Leyline now is the one of Blast Zone. But I think if they don't have an Eldrazi, sorry, I forgot I was auto yielded. Damn it. Turn off auto yields. I can just sack all this stuff though. Now we just get Blast Zone. Maybe. I think like right now I am just trying to. Yeah, we'll get the Blast Zone, but I think it's better than Tron here. Yeah, but they have the Shadow of Doubt, but I mostly just care about shuffling. Wait, what is this? They're casting March. I don't know why they cast March right now. Players list to go for Kozilek. Yeah, they said in chat though that they wish they didn't remove Kozilek from the main deck. So hopefully that they're not just trolling with saying that, you know. And maybe they put it in the sideboard, right? We haven't seen it yet. In fact, we're probably supposed to get if we get them down to like 3 cards or something like that. Guess let me draw a card. Oh, I was probably supposed to draw these stirrings, actually. Did you try out Kethos with Ring? No, I've seen some people talking about it. That could be a deck that you play, maybe. And it could be not a deck that you play. Those my current thoughts. That'd be $5 a month, please, and thank you. Guess we don't need to. All right, let's do it. That's a fun match to win. A game where they have Leyline, they had Karn for so long, they Shadow Doubted me twice, they double Stonebrained me. Winning through double Stonebrain, Karn, Leyline, double like Shadow of Doubt, and pretty relevant. And all those Field of Ruins too. Alright, keep this. Yeah, but next time we play that player, they'll definitely be on Kozilek. What's the best thing to eat on the road? So it is really hard to eat like good food when you're road tripping with 2 dogs. We went to like a burger place that my friend likes in Utah, and beyond that, it was just fast food. And there was also continental breakfast at the hotel we stayed at. It was always nice. Another one bites the crust. Thank you for Twitch Prime. DJ with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. We're in Utah, Salt Lake. He moved out to Salt Lake for work last year, and he and his wife were trying to move back here to Texas, but they're still like a little ways away from being able to do that. But he's one of my oldest and dearest friends. I think he's my longest subscriber too, which I think he's my longest subscriber, or like top 3 for sure. And he actually taught me to play Magic back in the day, dear friend. He's also my DM. He's gonna be the best man at my wedding. Shout out to Dalton. Best man at wedding, taught me to play Magic. DM for 6 years in our D&D Pathfinder campaigns. What does this man not do, huh? I think I'll exile the Retriever. So 3 fingers. Well, the 3 things are longest subscriber, best man at wedding, longtime DM. They'll taught me to play Magic. That's the 4 things on the resume.
What's up? It's
yeah, shout out. This matchup was probably pretty good. Reprieve me. All right. I have been liking Reprieve. I've even learned how to say the name of the card. But that was probably like the least impressive Reprieve I've seen so far. So I have 6 mana, which is enough to Karn plus Ring. Hard to imagine that that's not correct, but we can at least just like keep looking here. Keep casting spells from the top. Crop with the 27th, thank you. What's my mentality going for the PT? Gonna win, gonna have fun and see what happens? Well, just kind of the same as like any tournament. I want to make sure that I spend the time to learn, like master the limited format, really understand it, pick the deck that I think is the best for the tournament, and then master the deck, and then at the tournament play the best that I can. And sometimes you like do a lot of preparation, and even if you feel like you have like the best deck, like things can still not go your way. PTs are really tough. There's a lot of variance in Magic. So sometimes too, like one of the hardest things at tournaments is like sometimes like you have like all the best preparation, and you just are like not having a good day mentally, and it just trashes you. That's definitely happened to me several times. Fudge and Awesome with the 4 months, thank you. I remember there was one time it was a Nebraska GP, GP Omaha. I drove the entire way up there. It was probably like a 11-hour drive, something. That number may be way off, but it was a long drive. I drove the entire way. I one-shot it, and my friend group had we were playing Jeskai vehicles, and I really think that was like the best deck for that. Like it was like at the time kind of an unknown quantity, and was like really good, and like people just like didn't know about it. Like I played so much on Magic Online, and my win rate was crazy. I probably have like actually never had a higher win rate at that in preparation for a tournament than for that GP. I was like 4-1ing or 5-0ing like every league, it felt like. And then they have Spell Pierce. I really do not want them to Spell Pierce the Star. I just don't think I really maybe have the option. Maybe they hold the Pierce. But I think I have to take the trade, despite being I'm old to 5. I felt like I had such good preparation, high win rate, but I just was so tired, and I made like one mistake in the first round, and that was like pretty easy to avoid, and I don't think I really played bad after that, but I did make that mistake there, and then I just couldn't in that timeline there wasn't really a path to victory. Blue-black food with ring. Okay. Okay. I'll say this: if you were gonna put the One Ring in your deck, you should probably just have 4. This is my current opinion on the card. If you're a deck that you think you want to play the One Ring, you should probably just be playing 4 copies of it. Do not like this. I guess I'll take the Grinding Station, since Anvil Grinding Station can just win by themselves. It's a bit awkward, I think, to play the Ring in this shell. It's also very, 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 very awkward to only play 3 Academy Manufactor in a deck that's trying to combo Academy Manufactor with Time Sieve. So, like, there's just some issues here. Like, I don't know that you want 4 drops in this archetype. But if you did, this would be the 4 drop to play, right? Could just try to get there. We're very unlikely to get there. Let's go for it, I think, while my opponent's tapped out. We're on the Moldify. We already got Spell Pierced. I'm going to play the Everflowing Chalice. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. My stupid brain is like, I'm also casting the Mystic Forge. I don't know. I woke up at 3 a.m. today. Spare me. I should just cast the Chalice and pass. We'll just go to game 3. Yeah, I just don't know about this one. This one's tough. I think that you could fit like the 4th Manufactor in by cutting like the main deck Nile Spellbomb. That would be pretty fine. And maybe you just cut the Shadow Spear or the Aether Spellbomb to play the 4th ring. But it's also, you're only playing 20 lands, so like you need more lands. Doesn't really seem like there's a clean fit. Yeah, we just have to mulligan. We only have 17 lands to draw into in those kind of spots. Okay, let's keep this. I may put back the Karn, because it feels like we really need Anvil, Grinding Station, 3 lands. Goblin Engineer over Shredder. Well, the problem is without Shredder, you don't have enough enablers for Asmo. You're already kind of like cheating on the number of enablers in this archetype anyways. How does this deck play Jegantha? Because we meet the requirements. Thought for a second we just had Tron. We just have mismatch. I think it's okay if they Spell Pierce this because we play Grinding Station as One Ring good. It is the best card printed to Modern since MH2 by a lot. Ooh. So we are still missing some stuff. Tron is nice. A lot of good top decks here. The best cards, image cards up before the Ring Fable. Yeah, like, since MH2, the best cards, I think, are Fable, Shredder, Leyline Binding. There's like, a lot of other cards that have, like, been playable and good beyond those, but, like, those 3 are, like, in a tier of their own. And I think that the One Ring is, like, in a tier above all 3 of those spells. In Modern, at least. Like, Fable, you know, it's kind of hard to measure its impact in Standard Pioneer. Not Boseiju, Otawara. You could probably put Boseiju, and I don't know if you put Otawara in the same tier, but Boseiju, sure. I'm gonna wait on the Grinding Station. Could be good to mill them too, also because we just might like snipe their Archons. Not something I usually put like stock in, but for some reason I'm thinking about right now, I guess. Okay, so we're looking for a 4-drop here. The 4-drop we found was Karn, the Great Creator. If I had a Myr Retriever in the graveyard, we could go for the win right now, because I can pitch the Jegantha to the Anvil. I'm playing Explosives, not Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb would be like the card I would get for sure if I could. I think I'm just getting the Ring. Coating, no. Coating, they could still creativity me. I think I just have to get the Ring. Even if they go creativity X equals 2, it's just kind of fine. Torpor Orb. Orb is okay, but then it's just like they put the card to 1, and so if they get Orb, then if I go Orb, their Archons don't trigger. But then if I just don't draw anything, I lose the Archon attacks probably, or like they're gonna race me. But here, if they Archon me, it's okay. They're tapped out. I get to play the Ring. I get to draw like at least 3 cards off the Ring. I get protection from the next Archon swing. Coating shuts off a land. They can't sack Treasure. So they have to, if they have Bolt or Binding, they can sack Treasure, right? and they can sack they can use mana for the land. But yeah, maybe Coating's okay. It's really weak to Bolter Binding. They're attacking me, so they're definitely going to cast a Creativity. Although, yeah, I guess it is only for 1, which is also pretty good. How's Ring? Ring is broken. Ring is broken card. It's good in every deck, too. Like, it's like... Or any deck that wants to play a 4-drop wants to play the Ring. Omnath, Blue-White Control. even Yawgmoth's playing it. Okay, so they're going to Binding first, but they're still... No, this is wrong, because they're still only Creativitying on 1. So I guess they're just not going to cast Creativity. Ring in a Time Walk deck? I mean, it's like, the Ring is always good, right? The Ring is, like, an amazing card. It goes in every shell. So why are we putting the Ring in, like, a really, like, underpowered archetype, like the Taking Turns deck? Does that make sense? It's like, if we're going to play the Ring, we could... Oh, they Bindinged it, which means that if I can find a green source for Boseiju, we're just, like... It's just over. But, of course, we don't have a green source yet. It's like, the Ring is always going to be good, so like we just don't have to, you don't have to play it in Taking Turns. You can play it in a good shell if you want. But you can play it in a bad shell if you want to. That was always allowed. Okay, so I can't target myself. Ooh. That's probably a win. How many do you think I'd run in blue-white? 4. Just play. Y'all, we are currently in the I've been ringing for 2 weeks. I know that you see a lot of lists online right now. They're like playing 2 or 3 ring. If you're going to play the Ring, play 4. Literally, if you're going to play it, play 4. It's that good. Like, not every deck is going to want to play it, but if you are a deck that like is considering playing it, then at that point, yes, just play the full 4. And I think there's going to be very few exceptions, but. There may be some exceptions to this thought. Yeah, Luchu would be an exception. You think people should run 4 Rings in Breach deck? Yeah, 100%. In the Emery Breach decks, you should 100% play 4. And like I know that people aren't, but I don't think it's like even close. Think Ring will be as busted as once people adjusted to it. I don't know, maybe not. Like if there are, but like if the metagame is warped around it because everyone's playing a lot of like Pithing Needles and Narsets and like Shieldreds and stuff, then like it is that busted. You know what I mean? If the metagame is warped around it. Let's keep this. It seems like it solves a lot of problems that this deck had, and that this deck is way better at playing through like disenchant effects and counter spells and lock pieces than all the other ones, because you have map for Boseiju, you have map for Blast Zone, you have Karn for Cityscape Leveler, and like the Tron lands means that if your opponent has like Needled you or Karned you, like it does like the things that turn off your Tron stuff don't stop your combo, and the stuff that stops your combo doesn't turn off your Tron stuff. And so like being able to Karn for Leveler and these kind of cards help you fight. Wondering in Hammer. I mean, I just think that there are some decks like Hammer that just don't want to play 4 mana card advantage spells. But I think if any deck that like is interested in playing it should play 4. Is my current is the Emery Breach Ring deck on the docket? It is, yeah. Like there's a lot. There's so much to do. I've been road tripping for 48 hours. I woke up at 3 a.m. today to fly here to stream today, and I almost missed it. In fact, when I made it to my plane, the person checking me in told me I missed my flight. They were like, it was. They're like, you missed your flight, sorry. I'm like, is there anything you can do? They said no. And then there was a hero next to them going, just let him on. Just let him on. And she's like, all right, fine. Is Manifold Key a mandatory target in Saga Ring decks? I'm not sure about mandatory, but likely very good. Abs and Yogg from Energy Splashes White for Samcat combo. I didn't see it, no. I saw Nassif working on Samcat combo with Yawgmoth together, and I was watching that before the stream one day, and I didn't quite get to see exactly where that ended up. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Like she's, you know, I don't think it's personal, but it was kind of like the perfect storm where I scheduled. I woke up at 3:30. I scheduled an Uber pickup for 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. happens and it still says searching for driver, and I let it go for like 10-15 minutes, and it's still the whole time just searching for driver. And at that point, I canceled it, got a new driver, but that driver took another 15 minutes to get to me. That being said, I'm like, I still have plenty of time. I'm going to get to the airport with like an hour and a half before my flight leaves. That should be fine. And then like the TSA line was like it took me an hour to get through TSA, and it took me 25 minutes to walk as fast as I can to my plane. Barely made it. That second grief was pretty good. Oh, baby. You'll love to see it. Let's cycle the star first in case you find Anvil or Karn. We probably cast those instead. Keep a green floating. Do you ever Boseiju them here? I don't think so. No. Yeah, I had the B gate. It was a long walk, and so I'm also like walking. So I've been walking for like the full 25 minutes, and I'm like going as fast as I can up this escalator. The gate is like right at the end of this escalator. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get there, and then at the very top of this escalator is a couple, and like they're on the left and the right side. They're blocking the. Okay, let's cast the ring. I think if they have so I'm going to cast the ring, hold priority, draw 2. But if they're going to try to Violent Outburst, I want to make sure I get my protection. And in these spots, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to keep the new ring, because like keeping the new ring is worth 3 cards in the next 2-turn cycle, but we get one of them now, and we lose less life. And like they were just so absorbed in love, and I'm like desperately trying to get through to make my flight. Why was activating the other ring on the stack beneficial? To draw more cards. So like I just cast it there in case. So like if I tap the ring, they could realize that they messed up and then cast the Violent Outburst. So that this just doesn't give them a window to respond with the Violent Outburst is the thinking there. Okay. Could just get Ensnaring Bridge, because if they still have Violent Outburst, Bridge is the right get here. I guess I don't need to. Why was casting Violent Outburst bad for us? They get the griefs to take the other ring from my hand. Could you have sacked the other ring with priority? You can't do anything like with the legend roll the sack, and they did have the Violent Outburst. But we have protection from everything. Do they have to target themselves? Can you target yourselves? Yeah, choose an opponent. So they're gonna be able to kill my Karns, and even playing the Chalice doesn't stop that. You could have sacrificed the old ring with the new ring on the stack. Isn't that like what I did? Or like, oh, to the grinding station? I mean, why not just legend rule it? I guess I get to mill. Sure. Yeah, I should have milled for the... Yeah, should be milling yourself there, you're right. So I'm glad that we chose Ensnaring Bridge over Tormod's Crypt. And we do have protection from everything. They're going to get to kill my Karn. They only have 1 card in their hand. I'm a little bit worried about me drawing too many cards with the ring, and then I can't get out from underneath the bridge. That being said, I think we're probably okay. Should we cast Chalice to save Karn? It doesn't save Karn, because they still just kill it with the griefs. The 3 power creatures. Sacking it to station activation on the stack. Well, yeah, not on the stack, just before the other one resolves, is what you should do. Not sacking station plays around blue force. That's true, yeah. That's true. Yeah, downside makes bridge worse. Should be like at least easy enough to stay under 5 cards to not be dead to 1 swing. Can sack fail to find. I'm gonna tap the ring. It's just like I also need to like maybe combo kill them in case they have oh, and I can just get another ring if I want. Let's go Karn for Anvil actually. Any stomps to counter at ring protection? I have not. I think again like this like the whole like ooh I get to stomp myself so that I can attack with my creatures and play. To me, it's not like a really exciting thing. it is something, like it's more than nothing, but it's just like you're a little bit more likely to play Bone Crusher, I think, more so than you're like, yes, I get to play. I'm so smart for playing Bone Crusher Giant. Now I get to like really counteract the metagame. You know what I mean? Oh, there's another stirrings on top. Okay, so go multi-kicker, X equals 1 for 0. Then we'll mill the stirrings away. So this could let me channel my Boseiju to get under 3 cards. Although now we're still going back to 3 cards. Oh, whoops. Oh, we win. You have land drop. I think I already used... Oh, you're right. Did not. Still didn't have it. I thought I had used it. They're dead, though. Should you play the Ring and Rhinos? Yeah, I think you should. I'm going to play that this week. Maybe off stream. Maybe on stream. Cool. Or living it was a boogeyman. It still kind of is. Or like the new like land cyclers are like really big game changer for it. Or maybe living in has like always been this good and it's like a little bit more consistent now and people are just playing the deck again. I was completely wrong about the Lording set has a lot of gems. Yeah, it's okay. People always fall into the trap of like seeing that there are a lot of cards designed for Commander in any set and like it's just a Commander set, but definitely a lot of good stuff for Modern too. I think that the Lord of the Rings set ended up being a big win overall. I'm like pretty happy with how it ended up, and it was obviously like weird and risky for them to like do like the IP crossover, but I think I ended up being like a big fan of the flavor and everything. Like the One Ring is too good, but beyond that, I think it was a big W. Fiddlebend into the ring. Well, you don't get the trigger if you Fiddlebend into the ring, and Fiddlebender's not that good anyways. A soft prediction. How many copies of Ring will be in top 8? 12. Yeah, this is I think a bottom Karn hand because we need the 3 lands, Grinding Station, Anvil. How would you change the ring to make it still playable but less powerful for Modern? I think like one thing you could do is to not so it's kind of weird. So you could remove the tap ability altogether and just say that when it enters the battlefield or when it enters the battlefield or at your upkeep, you draw a card, put a burning counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a burning counter, draw a card for each burning counter. This would like remove any shenanigans that we've been doing. I think I should use the mana to map since the Wellspring can cost me 0 next turn. So that's one way you could do it. Another way is losing the life from burden counters on your end step instead of your upkeep. That could be another like small nerf to it. Additionally, you could not have it be indestructible. You could, like, honestly, like a really flavorful, like if you still want it to be so powerful, as powerful as it is currently, you could just have it be phrased, you can only have 1 copy of the One Ring in your deck. And like that's kind of like a little bit weird, like line of text, but it would be kind of cool, I think. Cool design space, and would make it harder for you to like just build around it so hard. But then also like so many decks would play, like every deck would play it, and that's also kind of a pain. I don't know, I'm just kind of spitballing, but no matter what, it should be. I don't think it should have been released as is. So if we mill another Myr Retriever here, we win. I guess we sack the map. Just again looking for another Myr Retriever to get the cheesy W. No cheesy W's here. That being said, if they don't have a disenchant, bounce, or anything, we're in okay shape. And even if they do, we can Myr Retriever back our Anvil maybe? Well, I guess we're probably always jumping. Let's see, they have 9 plus 5, 14. If I block 5, I'm taking 9. I mean, it's just like really hard to like for them to not have lethal next turn. So let's just keep the Myr Retriever in play. The text would be weird to enforce.
I don't think it wouldn't be weird to enforce, right? Because just like companions, oh right, we're not Tron. It's just like companions, right? Where you know immediately when your opponent has broken the rule or the restriction. It's like as soon as your opponent plays the second copy, they lose. It's very easy. It's very easy to enforce. And it's just like, you know, when you play Jegantha and you cast a Walking Ballista, then boom, you lose 2, right? The same thing. The pinnacle of good card design companions. Well, at least like this aspect of it, like the whole like enforcing the cards in deck, like it's all of them are like just kind of immediately apparent. I'm not saying that necessarily would have been a good change to the One Ring though. Parallelograms, a good 5 months. Need a legendary creature to activate? Yeah, something, I don't know. Yeah, Fire Ice isn't legal in Jegantha because it has like the one generic mana symbol and the card twice. Very, very weird, right? Yeah, let's try to find Tron. I guess. Where you're making all the decks to be my archetype, Ursula? What's your archetype? Force the map. Okay, they only have 3 cards. These commercials always come at important parts of the stream. I have no idea how your last game went after you played the Retriever. Well, I lost, but you can subscribe if you like to no longer see those pesky, pesky ads. Got Basic Forest, which is weird. So I think I want the Grinding Station in play if they're going to grief me. And I would really like to just avoid a Living End for 1 more turn so I could like get the Myr Retriever, like sacrifice the Myr Retriever in response to it. Squish with a Twitch Prime, thank you. Juko with the Twitch Prime as well. Looks like I'm a little slow. It's, you know, kind of tough to not be super fast though against Force of Negation plus Grief. About 0% to win though, but pretty low on resources. You know what card we really need? The One Ring. Yeah, and I guess they, with the Trample and the Menace, the Myr Retriever is not buying me a lot of time. Oh, it actually buys me like a whole turn, though. Okay, let's play the Wellspring. It buys me a whole turn if I can cast it, because I get to... Oh, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't. Because I forgot about the Charlotte Agent dealing damage twice. Okay, that's a really big pickup, though. Big draw step. Oh! So I didn't draw the land. Didn't draw a land. I draw a land next turn. Panic, gifting us up to do me. Thank you, thank you. No more ads, huh? No second Force of Negation. Chill the 17, thank you. Yeah, I'm very psyched about the invite. Do they have a way to answer it? I have something. This trigger's on the stack. Imagine if they Nimble Obstructionist the ring trigger here. Okay. That's just gonna cost 0 when I cast my Semblance Anvil. I should have main phased this so if they bounced I'd still get the card though. Main phase the drill. Notably, if you binding the ring or Haywire Mite it in response to the tap, they don't get any cards. I think that's how it works, at least. Oh, because yeah, because the counter doesn't go on at all. Okay, drawing an Urza's Tower would be nice. Urza's mine. You know what? I guess I should be... Yeah, because I cast this. X equals 1. Trigger on the stack, mill ourselves, looking for another Myr Retriever or a ring, or I guess this Mystic Forge, right? Yeah. But they have an endurance. Dang. So it looks like we lose. It's still not an Urza's Tower. So 3-2 this league. That looked and felt pretty good though. We'll definitely keep this one in consideration. Let me think. Actually, we could maybe save.